Hey everyone, it's me. I haven't done one of these kind of off-book unscripted videos in a while, and I tend to only do them about more negative topics such as drama, so I feel like it's warranted for this. I'm a little sleepy. I'm not really going to put as much effort into the video or audio for this video. I'm just going to be completely honest with you on that point, but I am going to give my opinion on the whole David Dobrik situation and what, in this instance, just completely went wrong. Because, as you guys remember, if you have paid attention to internet drama, there have been so many other times where David Dobrik simply should have been canceled over racist remarks, sexist remarks, just overall bad behavior towards his colleagues, and yet somehow he hasn't been. But there's a specific reason why it happened this time. And I'm not going to get into that yet because we obviously probably should talk about a little bit of the background in this. So David Dobrik is one of the most popular creators on the platform. Everyone knows that. He has a popular vlog series on David Dobrik with a group of people called the Vlog Squad, consisting of primarily Viners from the mid-2010s. And I got to get out my bias out of the way here. I never particularly liked the Vlog Squad. I was more of a Sugar Pine 7 and Josh Ovalle type of person. I was more on those sides of vlogs where it's very clearly caricatures or exaggerated characters, as opposed to David's brand of kind of mimicking and torturing friends for own and audience's pleasure. I didn't really buy into that philosophy and stigma that surrounded him in that way. Like, I don't know about you, but pulling a flamethrower out on my best friends in the middle of their home just doesn't really seem like a good time for me. But here's the thing: I am aware that there is an audience for that, and I don't disrespect you. I don't respect you any less if you liked the content in the past. But recently, there has come to the forefront the essay of Seth Francois, who was a member of the Vlog Squad in the past. That happened multiple times where he was coerced and unknowingly forced to kiss a masked Jason Nash, who is undoubtedly one of the creepiest people on the platform. Who just gets more and more despicable by the moment, if you ask me. But hey, just my opinion. And Seth recently came out and was like, "Hey, this was not good. I've been scarred for life from this. I had to move to a completely different state." And all this was brought up on the H3 podcast, and Frenemies, which is Ethan Klein, Gila Klein, and then Trisha Paytas. Backs my opinion on them. I don't really like any of them particularly. I will admit the dynamic between Ethan and Trisha on Frenemies is better than I expected, but that doesn't really excuse their past actions, especially Trisha Paytas with the whole DID thing. That completely rubbed me the wrong way. That being said, we have to actually commend them, because if it wasn't for them, this wouldn't be at the forefront of the mainstream news media outlet as it is now. So thank you for that. After that, more people started coming out against David, and the whole R-word thing started happening, where Dom Zaglitis, an article was released against him with multiple witnesses of the night it happening, and David kind of coercing it to happen with Todd Smith and Jeff Wittick, Jeff Wittick went on the podcast and completely botched it altogether. And honestly, now it's just kind of a giant shit show, for lack of a better word. David Dobrik is, for all intents and purposes, seemingly getting deplatformed. He's lost all of his sponsors, essentially, including SeatGeek, which is the famous sponsor of the Tesla giveaways that you all post on your Instagram stories that I have to see for like 2 days every year that just make me want to sorry. And he's recently gotten his whole entire channel demonetized. This is truly a situation where I genuinely don't see a way out for David here. The YouTube seems to be taking much more intensive action and restrictions against David compared to someone like Logan Paul in 2017 with the Force incident. And that's kind of insane to me because that at the time was viewed as they dropped his YouTube Red series. That was viewed as one of the most intense crackdowns YouTube has done, but they've exponentially increased it on this one. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't think it's necessarily wrong. That being said, as I said in the beginning of this video, I do think that there was a way that David could have avoided all of this. And he messed up completely when he uploaded the video to his main channel. If you hadn't noticed, that was when things really started to go downhill. Sponsors started dropping him. The demonetization thing happened. Infinitely more people became aware of the situation. And that's why David Dobrik, for the longest time, was uncancelable, because he simply did not respond to things. He took, in my opinion, something that I would like to call the JonTron approach. He followed with an apology on some other minor social media. It was either like his Twitter, which, as we know, the majority of the fan base is not on Twitter, and he tried to do it this time as he posted the video on his podcast channel Views, which has a fraction of the subscribers that the main channel has. He didn't even do it on a second channel. One moment, sorry guys. So yeah, I don't know why he decided to do this. He had his soldiers going to bat for him. Scotty uploaded a video, Jeff uploaded a video, and it seemed like he was going in the direction that he usually does. So this would have all blown over by the time the next controversy came around. But for some reason, I guess he thought that the heat was coming hard enough for him to have to upload a video on the main channel. But if we're being honest with each other, I don't really think that was a good career decision for him. In fact, I think that was the career decision that did him in. By doing that, he made the issue aware to more people in his fan base that simply did not know about it. He made the issue, he aired it out for sponsors on his main channel. And most importantly, he made that issue prevalent and prominent to YouTube. If you had just held it, that's how he kept getting away with everything. Is your core demographic of fans that are too young to be using Twitter and shit like that. I know people use Twitter at a young age, but Twitter or knowing about, you're still going to have that core demographic of people on the main channel that aren't aware of your other social medias. You're going to have that there. And as long as you have that there, you're going to have a blind audience that's willing to follow you regardless of what the circumstances are. But David made the blunder, and I really think he's going to pay for it. I think this is, at least for a longer time that's ever been possible or been probable for Dobrik, I think this is the end for a little bit. I don't see him coming back in 2021. I just don't. Until something happens with the Dom situation, I truly don't know how David gets back on the platform with welcome arms. I feel like this is definitely a Shane Dawson situation, even though Shane Dawson should have gotten deplatformed like 10 years ago. Dobrik I think the jury's still up on that one. But hey, that's how David Dobrik completely folded his empire in 5 minutes. Thank you for watching. I know this is incoherent rambling, but it's just my opinion on the situation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.